EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston in the Space City at NRG Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Houston Texans. We are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And from his own end zone, Alontae Taylor will return it. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. A man who started collegiately in state at TCU is Kendre Miller. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Now Winston. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down carry now for Miller. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second down, Winston. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 47 yards. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Play action. Stroud now. It's caught downfield by Mechie. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Stroud. That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A throw out wide to Woods, complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swung.
Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, 26 yards. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And no alley to be found. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New Orleans Saints. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway from the Superdome. And from his own end zone, Alontae Taylor will return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready. Green, double team.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And now off to the races, down the right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. For one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Green, double team. White. Flip.
Jameis to throw it. Open man downfield is Hill. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Here's Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 3rd and 5. Again, it's Edwards. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That is caught. They'll have the first down and then some. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taylor now from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. To throw, Winston. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They take a shot downfield there, but it lines up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Now Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. With such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is...
It got his man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kendra Miller, 84 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talking about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, no, they got the touchdown. It's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, dangerous return man showing it here. Justice Hill. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Saints. Kendra Miller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. Taking it right down Broadway. How about this? He's to the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, 82 yards. yards. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. And I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taylor now from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Winston now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
13.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Tano Passanio. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. From the gun, it's Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Following the interception, Winston. And his throw here is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Winston now to throw on 1st down. That is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit...
And Winston lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got him in. Complete. Big strides. Look at him go. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Ravens.
Again, help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To the air again with Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Kendra Miller from 19 yards away. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Winston to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. That's going deep for Bateman.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. Across midfield.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's Winston. This to Graham on the short pass. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara,
26 yards.
And the Saints take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Groupie for the extra point.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Hill shedding the tackle.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 82 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, 75 yards. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls, and this isn't working, and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're...
That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 53 yards. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Ravens 56, Saints 38.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued... And got his man, complete! Down to the 10. Touchdown! A.T. Perry, 75 yards. And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Look, I know that all eyes and all credit should be on the guys that brought the ball back a long way, but I'm just wondering about the guys covering and their special teams coach. they've got to be looking at each other and saying, at what point are we going to find a way to stop these guys?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away but could not. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Jackson, option right, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. Down to the 10. Touchdown. Zay Flowers. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score, Ravens 70, Saints 45.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 3rd down, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, 2 NFC clubs going head-to-head, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Hurts throwing right away. Complete to open things up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Hurts changing up the play. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle and play. They call him off guard, force the incompletion.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Throwing, Winston. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's Winston. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Going quickly out to the right side. He's in the space past the 25. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They're going to run with Taysom Hill. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Ready. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
The point after, good by Groupie. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
This short throw caught by Goddard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll look to throw again. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kendre Miller taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, That's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Being chased out left. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Great.
Play action. Here's Hurts. On the move to his left. This short throw caught by Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles 1st down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone, marking at the 21. Here's Hurts to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Olamide Zaccheaus from 21 yards away. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
1st down, New Orleans.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Winston. He finds his man Johnson. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Completes it to Miller. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run good for 24 yards. From the red zone now, Winston. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Hey, stop. Green, Timothy.
Now Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting. And they...
Touchdown, Saints! Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this 1st half.
And I'm reminded that they get the 2nd half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Group being able to add the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taylor now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, but most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going. It's Winston.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Winston.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
To throw is Winston. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Here's Winston. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I see the surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now Winston on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Jameis to throw it. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston.
with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Scott on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They go play action with Hurts. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down. Hurts. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. And Hurts going to move him around.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. It's a game of 5.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Here's second and 5 now from the 37. Throwing is Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. They'll look to throw again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
A 4-yard loss.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Olamide Zacchaeus, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On first and 10, Winston. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On first down, Hurts sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Olamide Zaccheaus, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Hurts will throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do...
There he goes, right side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Meanwhile, Winston's throw here pulled in by Bowden. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A first down throw for Winston. Little short pass here to Hill. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26.
First down, New Orleans.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
16-yard line.
Kamara up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
A point after, good by Groupie. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Eagles 23.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaac Yedem picks it. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And from his own end zone, Alontae Taylor will return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready?
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
They set up the screen to Miller. Now he's loose up the left sideline.
And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A give to Kamara running right. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 45 yards. And the Saints need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Blake Groupie now for the extra point.
And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Saints 7, Bengals nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
He's got daylight. And he'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds. Yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 34. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Going to get this out to Chase.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. There he goes, right side. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This 2nd and 4.
Now it's Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Cincinnati Bengals.
11 Thomas.
Play action. It's Burrow. Out to the left. He's got Sample there. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Evan McPherson for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now this throw caught left side. Down to the 10. Touchdown! Lynn Bowden, 66 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
And that's out quickly to Chase.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bengal first down with a 16-yard pickup there.
Come on, ready?
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Burrow going to keep it, running right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 38 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taylor now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Jameis now on first down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
Done. 11. Stop.
Burrow on play action. Buying time to his left. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Second and long. Finding Miller once more, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Perry. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll throw again. Winston. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a second down throw for Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And, it's incomplete. Oh, it would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? He was able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Now he's free to midfield. Jamar Chase racing to the end zone. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 66 yards. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. McPherson now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Saints. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
The point after, good by Groupie. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a bout of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
11.
Again, it's Mixon. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Inside handoff to Mixon. That is brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And now off to the races, down the right side, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
11, Thomas.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! T. Higgins from 13 yards out. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. McPherson on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A gain of 26 yards.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now a 2nd and 10. Winston now. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43.
A gain of 16 yards.
Now Winston. And left side here, it's Graham. And quickly they get to the line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10.
To throw, Winston. That going to be caught downfield by Miller. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Again, it's Winston. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Groupie for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
The score, Bengals 35, Saints 28.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On two, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 127 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Mixing up the middle. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over into the house. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know. Bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the deep blanket his receivers. That's a backbreaker for the defense. They finished this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final second. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New Orleans Saints. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway from the Superdome.
And from his own end zone, Alontae Taylor will return it. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
Ready?
They begin with a run by Miller. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Jameis to throw it.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Here's Hardy set to return.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Here's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. This is Cook. Touchdown, Bills.
Gabriel Davis.
29 yards.
And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taylor now from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
there and a New Orleans first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal performance.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself shooting. And Cook will get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 2nd and 9. Winston. And that is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now Jameis going to change things up. On 3rd down, Winston. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, Winston. Completes it to Perry. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down, Winston. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Dancing to his left. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. And Diggs has it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. On 1st down, Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Bills 21, Saints nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here. Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Allen going to change this at the line. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time.
Half 85, half 85.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
You got it figured down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Winston. Here's Johnson with a reception. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready? Sonny! Come on!
Jameis now on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Well, that is interception.